Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
52's the mic. I got him.
Be driven.
This one caught out wide by Landry. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
My 52.
Fire.
To throw on second down. Stanley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw. Stanley. And he's got his man. That's Landry. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase Edmonds, 50 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, it's Wilson. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. He's coming.
Fair.
Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let's get it.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 40 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. To throw on 2nd down. Stanley got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go!
Operating from the gun. Stanley is for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Ready! 18 Gator!
You!
Be Griffin!
From the gun, Stanley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
On the return comes Cobb. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Swift brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. On third down, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check 50, check 50. Big dance. Go, go.
22, check, over. 22, check, over. Hey, guys, listen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Check 99, check 99. Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Watch the out. Check, crunch. Shoot.
To throw is Wilson. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll try the left side. Swift. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, D, let's go.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Stanley over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 13. Rock it.
From the gun, Stanley. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
95.
Check 4. He's checking. Crash. Sponge. No. Check it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Let's go.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to... have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Stanley. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
50, plant. Check, 47. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, high 7. 47, Mike, 47. Coming for you. 49. Gone. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
To throw on second down. Stanley forced out to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Come on now, let's go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On first down, McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Quick hitch, complete. It's Schwartz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Squeeze. Yo, dude.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Ricky. Hey, orbit. 52's the mic right here, over there, right?
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanley. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check, 56. I'm going to come back.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The open man is Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Alert.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Switch. Hey, check 24.
They'll try the left side. Swift slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Push it back. Run left. Thumbs up the helmet. Here we go. 44. You guys, listen. 44.
Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Good. Mike Popo. Double dog. That's the way. 40. Go. 4 down. Check. Not today, you are. Not today. 44. Mike.
On third and goal, Wilson. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal.
Mike Popo. Army. Gun. 25. 44 to Mike.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hard.
They'll run with Edmonds. He won't go. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Exit.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 1st down, Wilson looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go.
Friday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They go play action now. Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Let's go, defense. Defense. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch.
I'll go special. Deuce. I got listen. Sin. Rush sin.
What?
Fournette running out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
47, check Mike 47. Watch the run. Slam, slam, slam. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Bam, bam.
Kill, kill, kill.
'61, matchbox lights.
47. Stop your whining. 47.
Off the bootleg. Stanley shreds the tackle. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Any day.
Hey, Alpha.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanley. He's going to wind up, and this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Choose the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it.
Five.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Schwartz. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check, check 43.
Now.
On 1st down, Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase Edmonds saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Stanley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man is Ross, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. To throw again is Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi busting through to get him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. They go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Play action. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
You ready?
44 is Mike. Check, check. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.